Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a general reading for all of the signs for February 2019. For the reading, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot. And I also pull additional oracle cards from the Sacred Traveler deck and the Soulful Woman deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. And I would just like to give a big thank you to everybody who have, all of the people who have been subscribing, sending, leaving the comments, sending me emails, ordering the private readings. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so I will stop for now, and we'll see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi, Gemini. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. As you can see, I've shuffled off camera to save a bit of time. So let's get started. We have at the center of your spread the Three of Wands, and it's crossed by Major Arcana, number 17, the Star. So the Three of Wands is a card of lots of opportunities. It's sort of endless possibilities and opportunities. It comes after the Two of Wands, which is the Crossroads card. So there's a decision that has been made, and then you've put in a lot of time and hard work and effort into something, right? Whether this is a relationship, a career, a project. And now it's like you're waiting to see, okay, what type of return on investment am I going to get? I've put in the effort. Now, when am I going to start seeing, things come back to me in the form of, return? So usually this, or in the traditional deck, this card shows a man. He's staring out to sea. He's up on a cliff top looking out over the ocean, waiting for his ships to come in. And there could be something to do with news coming from a distance, right? Coming from overseas, or this opportunity. It might have to do with something overseas, maybe the company, if there's a company that you're working for, or, there's this expanding into overseas markets. But it is a card of growth, right? Of possibilities. The Suit of Wands itself deals with the day-to-day matters in life. So we think of it as like the work that we do. It can be creative projects and ventures, and then it's our own drive and ambition, determination for getting those things done. With it being crossed by the Star card, this is the wish fulfillment, right? It's wish upon a star, having all of your wishes fulfilled, your dreams come true. It can also be a card of healing, but, more than anything, it's about setting your intentions, putting them out into the universe, and then, having that deep faith that things will work out. So trusting that things will work out. So it's a very positive card. So whatever this, waiting, there might be a slight delay with this waiting to hear, what's going to happen, what's coming in with this Three of Wands. Whatever it is, it's wish fulfillment. It's something that is very positive, very upbeat, uplifting. And you have at the foundation in the deep past, the Six of Pentacles. And in the recent past, the Eight of Cups. This card has been coming up in a number of readings this month. So the Six of Pentacles in the deep past, this is a card of balance, right? Sometimes it's referred to as the mentor-mentee card. And it's about having enough to be able to share with others. So giving to others, it could be the opposite way around when you are on the receiving end. But you can see that the woman here, she's worked long and hard. She's put in the effort, right? She's worked in this garden, and you can see that there's definitely, she's seeing the fruit of her hard work, of her labor. She has a basket full of fruit, and she's allowing the birds to come and take fruit out of the basket. So she has enough for herself, and she's sharing with others. The Suit of Pentacles, it deals with the material, the tangible things, right? Here in the material realm, earth energy. So, the work that we do, the money that we earn, it has to do with our finances, financial stability, resources. And resources don't necessarily have to be just, material, like financial. They can also be, time. Time is a commodity. So giving of our time, mentoring, working with others, volunteering, it can be that as well. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles can be going for a loan. So you applying for a loan, somebody coming to you and asking for you to loan them money. But with this sitting in the deep past and then this, waiting and seeing sort of what's happening with the Three of Wands, there could have been, you could have, if you're going into business on your own, you could have been waiting to hear about a, small business loan or a personal loan. And then with the Eight of Cups in the recent past, there's a walking away, right? It's one of the two transition cards in the Tarot. And it really has to do with, leaving behind something. And obviously this is going to be different for everybody watching, but leaving behind a situation, a relationship, a job, whatever this is, in search of something better, right? And you can see that all of the cups here, they've all spilled out, and cups deals with emotions and feelings and relationships. At one point in time, the woman, these cups, they fulfilled her. She was satisfied. But now it's like they no longer offer her what she wants, what she needs. And so she's off in search of something better. She's off in search of what comes next, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, right? And you have the major arcana of the Wish card. So there could be, for some of you, this broadening your horizons or this, new opportunities. It could have something to do with leaving behind either a relationship, a work, a job, going off in search of something new. And you do have news sitting in the crowning position here. You have the Page of Pentacles. And when we have court cards appear in a reading, they can be people playing a significant role in our lives at this time. If so, this would typically be a younger, it's a more immature energy. So a younger earth sign individual, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I usually view pages more as messengers, right? Pages bring in news about things. In this case, this could be news about a new job, news about a new business venture, a new way to make money, new revenue stream, new home. It's news that's very tangible, right? Pentacles always, there's growth surrounding it. Growth, and especially with this Three of Wands at the center, the expansive energy. This could be news about a job coming in, news about a new business venture. And you have, let me see, you have 3 Pentacles cards in your spread. You also have a number of major arcanas. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. No, sorry. Yeah, 3 Pentacles, 4 major arcanas, 3 Wands, and then 1 Cup. So, I'm getting that this is more to do with the day-to-day matters in life. So the work that you do, the way that you make your money. It could, for some of you, it could be on the relationship front, but I'm picking up more, the tangible, business type of energy here with all of the Pentacles and the Wands and these new ventures. Now, coming up in the near future, you have major arcana number 5, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant can be, he can be a counselor, right? He's the man of sound counsel. And so he's, obviously here pictured as this religious figure, so the spiritual counselor. This could also be, a counselor going to seek to sit down with a counselor, a psychologist, psychiatrist. It could also be, if there is, if you have opportunities coming in with new business ventures or things like that, this could be getting guidance or counsel from, a lawyer or from an accountant, how to go about setting these things up. If this, he is associated with the sign of Taurus, so you might have, there might be a Taurus individual. Can't remember if I said it or not, but the star is associated with the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius, Taurus, but it's he's very much about learning and teaching. He follows, if there's a traditional way of doing things, think about the large institutions such as religious institutions or the government or universities. They all follow this sort of law, or they all have ceremonies, or they all have, a set way of doing things. So there could be something to do with needing to, follow the rules or do things in a structured way here. It also has to do with learning. It has to do with education as well. But you appear as Major Arcana number 14, Temperance, and surrounding you in your environment or how others are viewing you, you have the Nine of Wands. So, the Temperance card is another card of waiting, possibly. We have that with the Three of Wands as well. So there might be some type of delay, possibly with whatever this news is, or, this new business venture, moving forward with something. But if there is a delay, just understand that there is divine timing at play, right? So there's a reason for this, and it's only a minor delay, right? But there could be, there's divine orchestration at play. The Temperance card also has to do with moderation. So finding that balance in our lives, all things in moderation. Six of Pentacles is also a card that speaks of balance, right? That sort of give and take. But the Temperance is about finding that middle path, taking the middle road, all things in moderation. So don't drink too much, don't eat too much, don't work too much, don't spend too much, right? It's all about finding, the balance within all of the areas of our life. The Nine of Wands can be a card of, needing to kind of remain determined, to sort of, don't give up, right? Is with the Nine of Wands. Don't give up, because it's like you're nearly there. The Nine of Wands is nearly the Ten of Wands, which is an ending of a cycle. And even though it looks like the woman on the card here, it looks as though she's just sitting down and resting. That's not actually all that's going on here, right? Yes, she is sitting there, but she's quite aware of what's going on around her. She's holding up the wands. She is, she's poised and ready to kind of take on anything that does, anything that comes at her, any obstacle that she needs to go up against. It's like she's planning here. So she's thinking about the next step. She's planning, and she is, a little bit on the defensive, because there might be one last thing that you have to, one last hurdle that you have to jump over, one last obstacle that you have to face before finally, coming to or having whatever this, this new start, this new business venture. But ultimately, you have in your hopes and fears the Six of Wands, and the outbound energy for the month, you have Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. So you're hoping for success. You're hoping to come out on top. You're hoping to be the victor, right? This is the man. He's gone to battle. He's come back, and he's victorious. It's a card of success, of great victory. It's you receiving accolades for a job well done. This is you getting the promotion, you getting that award, you getting the pay raise. This is you standing out. If you've applied for a job, it's your resume coming to the top of the pile and them calling you in. If this is, more on the creative front, you've submitted a book proposal, or you've submitted a piece of artwork, and then, you're standing out. They're really interested in your work. So it is a good card, and this is what you're hoping for. And as you head out of the month with Judgment, Judgment can be, well, it can be a number of things. It can be a significant decision, so like a judgment call. You have to make a significant life-altering decision. It can also have to do with a calling. So Judgment, you're being called to something. You're finally following, you're heeding the call. You're following this call to possibly go in a different direction, to, tap into or to follow your more artistic side, your artistic dreams. And it's also an ending and beginning. And so with this ending and beginning, with the Judgment card, there can be a need for us to forgive and forget, so leave the past in the past, forgive ourselves for past mistakes or past, things that we did in the past. And it can also be needing to forgive others, right? And with the Star card at the center, again, the Star card can also be healing. So there could be, in order for you to have this, to move forward, you might need to forgive. You might need to actually leave something, in the past to have this new beginning. And you have as your overall energy, which is why I said, this is I get that this is more to do with the work sector or, business, ventures, creative projects, because you have the overall energy of the Seven of Pentacles. And this is, you have the 6 at the foundation, and then the 7 is the overall energy. And the 7 of Pentacles is, you can see she's sitting down. Again, it's a card of reflection, this sort of calm moment where she feels good about what she's achieved so far. I mean, she has all of the pentacles here. Her basket is full. She's happy. She's proud about what she has achieved so far in her life. But then she's also thinking, okay, what are the next steps? What's going to get me from here, the 7 of Pentacles, up to the 10 of Pentacles, that ultimate financial stability and abundance? What do I need to do? If I keep doing what I have been doing, will that get me there? Do I need to go in a different direction? Which could have to do with this judgment call, right? This need to make a decision, need to figure out, do I need to do anything differently? But there's a focus on, the practical, the tangible, the earthly sector, the more tangible side of life this month for you. And going back here with to the Judgment card, I think forgiveness is important with this, and forgiveness and healing. Temperance can also be healing. So there might be, something that needs to be healed before you can move on. Yeah, I just felt I needed to come back and say that. Forgiveness. Okay, so what do we have as your oracle cards? From the Sacred Traveler deck, you have Rainbow Blessings. Blessings are showering your life. And we actually have, in the Temperance card, a rainbow. So pay attention this month. Pay attention to rainbows. If you happen to see a rainbow, what's going on around you? If a rainbow appears, what are you thinking? What are people talking about around you? There might be messages coming in through these signs, right? Synchronicities. And then from the Soulful Woman deck, you have Embracing Change. And it says, with every loss, I understand that something new is about to be birthed beyond what I can imagine. And we do have right? This is the change. Judgment is about change. It's rebirth. It's, one thing ending, one cycle ending in order for this new, it's a change, a metamorphosis card as well. I don't know if I said that, but it is, it has to do with metamorphosis and change. So let's take a look at the full meaning for these cards, beginning with the Rainbow Blessings. And this one says, blessings in all forms are cascading into your life. Just as the rainbow has all the colors of the spectrum, so is every hue of your life blessed. This is a great time to start a project, initiate a relationship, purchase a house, begin a health program, start a new job, or change careers. Let go of hesitation and concerns. Whatever you dream of for your future, this is the time to start. You will succeed. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, when the rainbow appears in the sky above or in an oracle deck, have faith that blessings are abounding. Count your blessings, be grateful for ones received, and know that many lie ahead for you. In the deepest sense, you are the blessing. In many ways, the rainbow is a messenger from the Creator, letting you know that all is well. This card can also indicate that it's time to add some color to your life. Paint a room, change the colors of your curtains, or simply spice up your life. So interesting. And the Embracing Change card, this one says, the dark, fertile space of the unknown welcomes me when I grieve. When I rest in this space, something new can be birthed in my soul. Perhaps a new aspect of myself, new resources or values, a new pathway, or a surprising new relationship. I understand that when I grieve for someone or something dear to me, I grieve for an aspect of myself as well. Whatever I may have lost, be it a relationship, a creative project, a job, or a longed-for dream, who I was in relation to that person or thing also seems to have been lost. Though the loss may be painful, holding on can create more pain than letting go. I have the courage and faith to resist filling my inner space too quickly with something known or predictable. Instead, I breathe and allow my soul's wisdom to take its course. I believe, regardless of how things may appear, that change is always happening in the best way for me. And it is. I mean, you ending out the month with the Judgment card, definitely, change is surrounding you. And it is for, the Judgment card kind of asks us to recognize this change, because it brings in, by recognizing it, by, acknowledging this change that's coming in, we are kind of giving way to or making room for improvement and growth and inspiration. So, everything changes. Okay, so follow the call, definitely, and just know that you are blessed. You have a lot of major arcanas in your spread this month, so a lot of spiritual guidance for you this month. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful February. Bye for now.